Okay, so of late there's this trend, this negative trend that has been going on for a very long time. And it's simple as smoking. Me personally, I witnessed this smoke. I've been hearing of smoking ever since I was growing up. I never actually witnessed it. But I've witnessed it in senior high school when some of my friends got hooked on this thing. So I had this friend. He was also asthmatic. That was the bad part. So already he had problems with his lungs, and then for some time started realizing that his eyes were red and all of that. He's always tired, was always sweating, and then like it was bad until we all realized that oh, he has been involved in these smoking activities.
But
So
what do you think led him to involve himself in such activities?
so when it comes to smoking it's actually very addictive. As for that one there, immediately you start, it's very difficult to come out of it. And also what led him personally was peer influence. I don't know where he got to know these people that are involved in this smoking activity. But then when I mean when you start working with these people, mostly people are like, okay, this guy he's a guy man. This guy, yeah, he date up. So that kind of how will I even call it? That kind of influence to be friends with him and all of that was what catches the boys now. So they want to work with him so that everybody see that yeah, they are on top. But then honestly, when you enter into those kinds of groups and you see the things that they do, and you don't want to do it, and they'll be like, okay, you this small thing, you don't want to do it. People have done it and they've not gone
You're
mad.
not
And
man enough.
you see this kind of negative influence, and it's very bad because once you get hooked on, immediately you start like that's all. It's very difficult to stop. So we should try our best to, not see when you see something that is not good, even on the box of cigarettes and all of that. It's written there that it's do not smoke. It's harmful to yourself. So at this point, when you are seeing warnings and all of this, do not ignore all these warnings. Okay. And also, um, the negative effect this thing has on your family, your friends,
Me,
people
your
around
own
you,
self.
yourself. Oh my god. So like honestly, some girls too smoke. Yeah, in fact, girls smoke. A lot of girls smoke. It's not just some girls, and it's bad because nice girl and you should be smoking. And when they are high, it's a whole different something altogether. They reach places that like you as a normal person you can't reach, and then the craving for it is very serious. It gets you so hooked on. You can't you can't
Very
let go on your
addictive.
own. It's too addictive. So the smoking, as for smoking, is terrible. It's not good at all. And then the most painful part is when somebody is addicted to smoking. This person can't come out of it, and then the person knows that it's bad for him. But the person, I don't know. It's like at that point you are trying to stop, but you can't stop. And there are a lot of ways that you can actually use to stop this kind of addiction. But also, we should also think about before you prevention is better than cure. It's very true. Before you get into this smoking habit, you should think, okay, so if I do this, what influence is it going to have on your family? Imagine if you start smoking and like you are just smoking, okay. So when you start, okay, nothing has happened to you, but over time, imagine if you become an addict, and then people start seeing you at certain areas with certain kind of people. How would your parents feel when they hear this about you? Because they've invested a lot into you. Don't put your parents through any kind of pain
What
like
about
that.
people whose parents have actually not invested in them? People who have lost their parents, people who don't have people to look up to.
Okay, so you should know that there's a lot you have to live for. Even if your parents are maybe dead or you're an orphan, doesn't mean you should throw your life away by smoking. Maybe you won't go mad. You specifically won't go mad, but then everybody in his or her capacity. If somebody smokes today, you don't know. Somebody has been smoking for like 15 years, nothing has happened to him, and you touch it once, that's why you go mad. So they basically everyone in his capacity. But as far as you can see that the thing is harmful to you, it's advisable not to try it at all. And also, you should also think about not just your parents, how bad it will look on your parents, but also now your kids as well. Before you even look at yourself, your kids, your future. Imagine you have these bad attitudes and then you grow up with these things. In future, when you give birth and your children are looking at you, would they be able to look at their parents and be like, okay, this is my dad, and they'll be proud to tell people that this is my dad. Meanwhile, you are somebody who is smoking, you are on the streets, you are going mad, and all of these things. How would your children feel if they are to say this is my father or this is my mom? And now to yourself, as a human being, you yourself, this act of smoking is not helpful to you at all. It's damaging your lungs. It's giving you a lot of diseases. Can name so many diseases that smoking is going to bring about: lung cancers, throat cancers, and all of that. So you if you want to, you really want to live a long life and a long fulfilling life, you shouldn't do things, certain things that is going to bring you down. You should aim to live a long natural life. And those who are trying to get out of the addiction of smoking, you shouldn't be mingling with people who people. So if you want to get out, you truly want to get out, you should forget lose the friends that won't help you to get out of it. That's the first thing you should do. You should forget about those friends. Leave them. No matter what you've been through with this person. If you look forward in life and you see that nah, where you are going, this friend won't help you, the best thing to do is to cut him off. And secondly, once you've cut off these friends, there's a hole in your life. You need to fill with there's a social hole in your life. You need to fill that social hole with people. So you have to find somebody who is you know this person, okay, nobody is 100% pure, but then this person, know that he's an upright person, somebody who will help you. So get surround yourself with positive energy, people who are going to help you to focus more on positive things instead of the negative things. And focus on to break addictions. One very helpful thing is religion. Whatever religion you are in, me, I'm a Christian. So you focus more on the word of God. You keep reading, meditating, praying. Pray so that you get enough strength. Because once you say you're going to break an addiction, the universe is going to be throwing challenges to you back and forth, left and right. And then it's surprising because the moment you say, okay, today I'm stopping this thing, then before you realize the biggest temptation of your life will just come. And that's where you're supposed to, you should be strong. So your willpower should be very strong because the universe is going to test your will. Okay, so the smoking, me personally, I have a problem with smoking because it has destroyed a lot of my friends' lives. And some people that I knew that okay, this guy he's going to make it. And when once he took the cigarette and the people he started working with, it really hurt me personally. That's why I'm talking so much on this smoking thing.
Okay. Well, that's it for today. See you guys in the next video.